Welcome to Season 2 of All the Mods 9, a new playthrough that I'll be taking in a bit of a different approach to Season 1. Season 1 was very much, I tried to show as much as possible of what it was that I was doing, like the actual process, the actual sort of Let's Play format. I've sort of realized that, for me personally, that's not a format that is particularly appealing to me. I very much enjoy creativity, and I very much enjoy teaching, like teaching things to people. Those are my big two strong suits that I feel most comfortable creating content based around. Creativity in stuff like the story videos, like the lore videos, and teaching and stuff like the dumb shits guides and whatnot. And I want to keep that sort of approach of teaching and creativity. So the idea of this playthrough is going to be slightly different than the previous one. So the previous one was I would start an episode, I'd go through the entire process, show the process of me doing things, and it was sort of just a drain to make. I didn't enjoy making them because it was such a tedious process where I felt like I had to record and be entertaining through the entire process of actually doing the things. So instead, what I'm going to do is, for this playthrough, it's going to be in parts that are based around most of my actual work being done off screen. So I will assemble my factories, try to optimize them. It's raining, of course it is. Assemble my factories and optimize them and all that jazz off screen, try and learn new things, try and explore different avenues for getting what I want or getting what I need to progress. And sort of like expanding my knowledge of modded Minecraft and focusing, and so the videos as they come out will be more focused on explaining what it is that I have created between episodes and how things work and how I'm able to optimize them in a way that is efficient, in a way that I can share with other people. I'm going to grab some more dirt for this hole. And also what I'm going to be doing is something that I feel like was an issue with the previous season, was that I want to focus more on building, because when I played through this mod pack for the first time, I've shown the world before. It was very much a balance of learning and efficiency and creating, along with learning and efficiency and like building like factories and whatnot, and also the creative aspect of like building a really large, sprawling, complex base. And I want to continue that here. So I'm going to be, obviously this is probably a bad example. I tried to make this look good, but it does not in fact look good. So this is probably just a temporary little hut until I figure out what exactly it is that I want to do. And then I'm going to focus more on a per mod basis, having interesting and dynamic builds. So priority number one is obviously going to be resource generation to get the resources needed to make these builds. And obviously like basic auto crafting infrastructure, that sort of stuff, and try and focus on more clean aesthetic builds and building sort of my factories around those builds instead of building the build around the factories, because I didn't like that about the season 1 base, where it was just in the beyond, it was just concrete and black and white and grey concrete all around the place, and it just looked really boring, and it wasn't fun to play in that world because I didn't feel stimulated by the environment, I guess. I just got really frustrated with having to just deal with the void and this just boring black, white, grey color palette that I went with. I was trying to go for that clean, futuristic aesthetic, but it didn't work out for me. So definitely going to try and put a bit more effort into building in this one. Obviously, this is a bad example, but I do very much want to build some stuff that's actually good looking, which is something I feel like I've gotten better at. Especially with the lore videos, where those are builds that I put a lot of time and effort into. And there's also the option of moving some of those builds into this world, using the copy-paste tool and building like around those, which is something I'm considering doing. But that's way in the future. So I'll go with what I have. So basically, with the lava here, there's a game rule. I don't know if it's something you can... Lava source conversion, true. So basically, it was in a menu when I was creating the world, but it basically allows you to turn lava into source blocks by putting two next to each other, similar to water. I don't know if this is considered cheating by some, but it makes my life a bit easier because I don't have to run down to grab new lava every time I need it for a recipe or anything like that. Inside, we have just basic storage for right now. So we have, obviously, our double chests. We have this oak iron chest with a stack upgrade tier 2. So it can, like, hold more of every specific item, so it's not just filling up with excess amounts of stuff that I have a lot of. Like the copper, for example. This would usually be 4 and a bit stacks, plus another stack coming through soon. So stack upgrades on that. These 2 chests are just miscellaneous chests that I need to organize, but I don't know how to. This is all my plant stuff, my building blocks, more miscellaneous stuff. A lot of it's just miscellaneous, to be honest. And then obviously drawers for like bulk storage of gravel, cobblestone, sand, and clay. We've got basic hopper botany pot setups. So we've got some spruce logs. This was being used for mineral logs, but I've moved the hopper botany pot elsewhere because I didn't have enough iron to make a new one. Wheat, which I'm going to use to make toast, which, speaking of, do I have any more in here? I do. I'm also going to chuck this in there. Nope, not in there. In there. Awesome. And the dirt will go back in here. And obviously sugarcane as well. I've got my metallurgic infuser set up. I haven't used it yet because I need to get more osmium, which is something I'll worry about here in a second. In terms of power generation, I got this basic solar panel from a quest from power. I'm using the energy pipe from pipes to pump into this energy cell. And I'm also using this iron furnace, which I think is working. No, it's not. Why isn't it working? Top. Fuel input. There we go. So it's generator augment hopper botany pot on top to produce wood. And that's going to the energy pipe, which is running underneath the ground and is powering this furnace here, which has a factory augment and a speed augment, which I need more energy desperately, it appears, which I'm still going to have to sort out between episodes, but I'll worry about that. And my metallurgic infuser. So this is the basics of what I have set up. What's the plan for future? I'm going to hop into spectator mode, so not creative mode, spectator. Spectator. So basically, this is our starting area. It's a really nice, lovely little place. I spawned over there, I think, roughly, somewhere in that direction. I plan on sort of making this sort of forest my home. It's got a lot of like rich variety, and it's also got terracotta there, which is useful for when it comes to needing terracotta for building or hopper botany pots or whatnot. So ideally, once I've got a bit more resources, I'm going to build my starter base up here, like my proper base. That's something a bit more visually pleasing to look at. And sort of discontinue like what I have here, because this is sort of just temporary to last in the meantime. I have these framed blocks, which I thought would look a bit better than they do. They really don't look too nice. So yeah, the plan is getting a build up and running, so like a base up and running, and then also my current main goal is to get a basic AE2 system set up, a basic ME system. I won't be going with refined storage on this particular playthrough. Because I don't really know how refined storage works, and I like AE2. So I'm going to stick with AE2. What else was I going to talk about? Mystical agriculture I'm probably still going to use for resource generation, just because I prefer it over productive bees, because productive bees is a bit more tedious. So you open up the productive bees tab. Where is it? Productive bees. There it is. It's very much the process of gathering all the nests, gathering the correct bees, breeding the bees together, gene splicing, getting all the upgrades, yada, 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 so on and so forth, keeping it stocked with glass bottles, input, output, whatnot. I don't think I'm going to go with that. I think instead of doing the 9x9 lily pad farm that I had for my previous season, I'm going to go the phytogenic insulator route. I haven't used the phytogenic insulators much. I used them a little bit in one of my personal survival playthroughs before I started the Let's Play. And they weren't very fast, but I'll give them another shot now. What do you need for lumium? Glowstone, blah, 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 blah. Lumium dust, tin, silver, glowstone. Oh, interesting. I didn't know that. I also want to get some more thermal stuff, because I know thermal has the... Oh, wait, is it thermal that has the... Yeah, so I can get magma crucible, basic cobblestone gen, and a power magmator for early game power. That's my sort of goal that I'm going for. Obviously, to start off with, it's going to be the basic mechanism wind generators, but then I'm going to move into magmators until I can get up to reactors. So that's the current plan. Yeah, that it's a lot. It's going to be a very new experience for me, just because there's stuff like Draconic Evolution now. Oh, they have a quest page with Deep Resonance. I might teach myself Deep Resonance then, to be honest. That would be really fun. I've never used Deep Resonance. It seems pretty cool. Yeah, and there's Draconic Evolution as well. I don't know if this is used for the Star, but I've never actually finished Draconic Evolution. I really wanted to when I was younger, but I didn't know how it worked. So I sort of like, and I didn't have like a quest page to guide me, and I couldn't figure it out. And I was like 14 at the time, so cut me some slack. I really want to get like fully into this mod and like make a build center around it. So yeah, that's the current plan. If you guys are keen for that, feel free to let me know. In terms of like the actual content of this video, this is over. I wanted to talk about the lore video. So I'm currently working on a pretty big project. It's looking like it's going to be probably another couple of weeks before I can even finish the build. And then I want to go all out on the script. I have ideas floating around in my head for like a video that's going to be in the 20 to 30 minute range. Maybe that I might not be able to deliver on that particular fact. I'm not entirely sure yet, but I really want to challenge myself, because the build is very much challenging myself to new approaches when it comes to building and design. So I really want to challenge myself in new ways when it comes to storytelling and my own creative writing abilities. So that's going to be a little while on the main on that particular video. However, I'm considering doing some smaller videos around it in the meantime to sort of build up to that climactic point, I guess, where I've gotten to that point where like the smaller stories going on around it, with like that as like something in the background, sort of like build intrigue, and then culminating in that like mega project. But I haven't decided what I'm going to do with that yet. It's really hard to get everything done, but like with work and shit like that, where like I work full time. I have like my girlfriend. I've got my mates and shit like that. So it's really hard, and just like it's hard to find motivation sometimes to create content. That's why I'm taking the approach of stepping away from like let's play content, is because I don't want to be able to make a let's play, sit down for 2 hours and force myself to talk and record and think while I'm recording, because I can't think very well when I'm recording. I think about it when I'm just like in the zone with YouTube. So I'd rather take that approach as opposed to the standard let's play format. So in terms of the video, that's about it. Thank you all very much for watching, and I'm keen to see where this playthrough goes. Hopefully it lasts a bit longer than the Enigmatica 2 one. I have zero motivation to play that pack, but I have the motivation to play this one, so fingers crossed. Thank you all very much for watching, and have a fantastic rest of your day.